Made a little boomerang for Instagram, so good morning. I'm really stressed out, so I was trying to calm myself down before filming because I feel like I'm going to bring that stress and anxiety straight into this vlog. But I wasn't sure if I was going to film this week because of how much stuff I have to do, but I thought I'd just film anyways. It just might not be as long as it normally is. So this week is my pre-launch week. So next week, the week you're watching this, my challenge is live to purchase, which means I have a ton of stuff to do. So yesterday, I worked on creating the actual programming and planning out everything that I needed to do for this whole entire week. And then I also started this show called Away on Netflix. Highly recommend. If you like space shows, it's really, really good. And the first episode, like, I was literally already so attached to the main characters, and I was like crying, and I was like, oh my god. Here we go, I'm gonna get super attached like I did for Ozark. This week I have to film every single exercise for the challenge, but the good thing is that I asked a lot of people in it the way they would rather have it set up, so now I have like the perfect idea of how to do the exercise workout database, and then I'm gonna also take some of those and use those in my launch for Instagram. It's gonna be interesting. I'm trying not to do too much dog stuff this week because I'm really afraid that they're gonna be like, okay, you can come and get him. And I was just like, this is the worst week for them to ask me to come and retrieve a dog. But I think I am gonna go and try and go to this one shelter, which is actually pretty far out in Georgia. It's like past Athens, which for me, that's far away because I live in Atlanta. It's in Danielsville, but it is this cute little doggy. And I want to go to this shelter because they don't put a lot of information on the pet finder, and they encourage you to just come to the shelter and look at all of the dogs. So this one is a shepherd mix, as you can see, and their adoption fees are very, very low. So I'm finally eating breakfast. It's 11:30, so I've been working all morning. I just get distracted. We've got some cinnamon Chex. I've got 2 cups of that here. Nice amount of calories, and the Silk protein milk. So it's a good time. So now I am drafting contracts for new clients because I was supposed to do it last week. I was feeling just too overwhelmed. Like, I work 7 days a week and it's honestly just too much. And so I emailed everyone and I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have you start the week after next week and you'll get all of your stuff this week. So I'm responding to every email that I've got in the past 4 days, which is like 50 of them, which is, that's why I usually try and just break it down. That's why I work every day, because stuff just kind of piles up and I just get so anxious when I see that there's 50 emails that I have to respond to. So I'm now making the contracts. I actually use Adobe Acrobat. Just looks like this, nothing crazy. And then all I have to do is fill in the person's name right here. And then at the bottom is where they'll sign. And you can send all the signatures through this application as well. And then I am doing my invoices. So I use Stripe for this. And I use Stripe because you can easily add new customers. You can set up items. Like, for example, we'll do Erin. I just sent her an invoice, so I'll make sure I don't actually do this. But I've got some of my old products, which were my older prices on there for $100 and $135. and then you can add tax, and then you can actually charge a payment on file, which is why I use this, or you can just send them the payment for when it's due. So I always send the invoices a couple days in advance so that they know, but if you are someone who needs to charge someone monthly, reoccurring on the same day, Stripe is great and it is free. This is my new bedspread, by the way. So this is the throw I was talking about. So it doesn't match perfectly, but this went with my pillows. And so now we just have like a nice little gray theme going. So as you guys can see, I took the tapestry off my wall. And it feels so much bigger in here now. So I'm not going to put up another one, but I don't know what I'm going to put here because it is very, very empty. And then this is the wall I use for my projector. Now I'm about to go to the gym in a little bit here because I'm filming some exercises for my challenge. So I have an exercise database that I use in my clients, and I have like over 100 exercises in there, but I try and make my challenges a little bit more organized. Like a lot of people were like, oh, could you put the videos together so it's like a full workout? So now I'm gonna do that, which requires me, unfortunately, to like refilm all these exercises. But now that I have like this nice lens and everything, I think it's gonna be really good, and I can continue to use these videos for these exercises. Because although every single challenge, the program is completely different, and there's different focuses, like this one's gonna be on the basics, a lot of, you know, there's only so many workouts that you can possibly do. So having some Annie's gluten-free vegan mac and cheese before we head to the gym because I literally don't have any food. All right, Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 3:33 p.m.
It took me
Hope you have a good Tuesday.
15 minutes to film literally one exercise. So fingers crossed this doesn't take that long. I am ending up going later than I planned, but it's okay. I'm using my camera, so hopefully that'll just like keep people out of my way enough. I'm just hoping there isn't a class going on right now in that room because I do need that room to film these exercises. But if for some reason it doesn't work out, I have the rest of the week to film. I'll just do like a normal workout or something like that. Remember that song? Good times. All right, just got to the gym, so I'm gonna go ahead and have my pre-workout. I did go ahead and just keep the scoop in here because I am going to dry scoop it, and it's easier if I can put it back into the scoop to do so. So some people say dry scooping has it hit your system quicker. I don't think so. I just don't like drinking pre-workout. Like you're supposed to mix it with like 8 ounces. I'm like, I just do not have time for that. Like I just want it to be in my system and we're good to go. Like I don't like to sip pre-workout. It's not an energy drink, especially when it has beta-alanine because it can start kicking in like unevenly and it's just not a good time. So almost a full scoop. I really like their pre-workout. It's not crazy strong. Like it doesn't make you, like if you ever tried Mr. Hyde or one of those pre-workouts that like clearly have just everything that you're not supposed to consume in them, it doesn't make you feel like you're going to have a heart attack. First time I had Mr. Hyde, I literally like thought I was going to die. It was absolutely horrible. So I thought, why not just turn this into a little workout and show you guys a couple of the clips that I filmed, and I'll spread them throughout this video because I had some issues filming workouts this week because the gym was just absolutely insane. So these are body weight dips. You guys know I have super long arms, so I'm a little bit further out, but essentially you're just using your body weight. And then we have some lateral raises. So I actually decided to just do single raises for the challenge, but I had already filmed this, so here you go. We'll have the sets and the reps on the screen if you do want to turn this into a workout, but focus on tipping your thumbs down when you get to the top, kind of like you're pouring out a tea kettle. Now, this is the row, so you can do this holding on to a bench, a wall, whatever it may be. Just make sure that you are driving back your elbow to your hip and squeezing your shoulder blades together. Yes, you only have one arm that you're using, but you still want to use the cue of squeezing the shoulder blades together. And for the push-ups, I'm honestly horrible at them, still something I'm working at. Close grip's super easy for me because my triceps are stronger than my
chest, but you can also do these assisted, which are so much easier. But you want to make sure that you're actually keeping all the pressure on your fingertips, the top of your palms essentially, and not towards your wrists, because that's usually where people have issues, and you'll notice how much easier it is to do those push-ups. And then the last movement you can do with a cable rope attachment, a band, or you can do a lat pullover, kind of just lying down on a bench. If you guys want to see that demonstrated, check out my Instagram. I'm going to be posting a video demonstrating the two versions today, later today. When you're watching this video, it's most likely already up, so definitely check that out if you do want to see those different variations.
So I just got to Kroger and I'm realizing I forgot my grocery list because I didn't put it in my phone like I usually do. I put it in my journal. So I'm just gonna get as much as I can that I remember. Moment of truth to see how well I did with not having a grocery list. I did pick up a few things that I didn't really need because I was hungry while I was grocery shopping, which I don't recommend. That's why I always have a list. So, I'm gonna get really upset if, I don't know, I was gonna say if it actually was in my phone. Yeah, so the only thing I didn't pick up was an avocado, tofu, salmon, and cereal. The cereal was not on sale. I didn't feel like looking for the tofu, and I get my fish from Amazon Fresh. So we will just order those. We picked up the Lay's wavy chips. I saw someone eating those on YouTube the other day, and then I started craving them. These were on sale, okay? I've been talking about being like, oh my god, like sugar, blah, blah, blah. Like I'm trying to cut out sugar. I can't. I just cannot. Like, I just can't do it. It's such an issue, and I caved and I got the biggest bag of gummy worms. So that's fine. And then we went ahead and picked up my energy drinks for the week. Got the 2 juice monsters. I love the juice ones because they are packed with calories. So this one, which is like the Day of the Dead vibe, I think it only is out during the fall. 60 carb, lots and lots and lots of sugar, 0 protein. Carbs, high, love that. And then this one has 150 milligrams per can. They all have different caffeine, so make sure you always check. This one has 160, 48 carb, lots and lots of sugar, but a little less sugar, a little less calories. Then we picked up our Alani News again. I just got 2 of the Tropsical because I actually like it better than the, what is it? The Mimosa. So it's got 10 calories, just 5 carbs, and a little bit of sugar alcohol. And then I picked up eggs because I finally ran out. I haven't been eating as many eggs. I am like a little bit egg intolerant, as one could say. I go through phases of being able to eat more eggs and eat less eggs. I kind of just go back and forth, and I get sick of food. I picked up 3 peppers, 1 red, 1 yellow, 1 orange. If you watched my last vlog, you know exactly why I eat the same thing every single week. So now we're on my new little meal plan that I basically made myself. The chocolate protein almond milk, because I'm obsessed with it. 150 calories per cup, 5 fat, 18 carb, 10 protein. We picked up the unsweetened almond vanilla protein milk, 110 calories, 7 fat, 2 carb, 10 protein. Then we also picked up the original 130 calories, 8 fat, 3 carb, 10 protein. They're all different calories based on their ingredients. I went ahead and I picked up these rices because these were actually on sale and Uncle Ben's wasn't. So I got 2 of the Thai jasmine rice. I think jasmine rice is my favorite rice. To be honest, it's got 210 calories and 3/4 a cup. So it's about, I think like I want to say 240 is usually the standard for a cup of rice. 47 carb, 4.5 protein, 3 fat. And then I also picked up basmati rice, which is a little bit of a different vibe. Like you can tell the difference in them when they're cooked just by the consistency. This is 195 calories, so if you want to, you know, be a little healthier with your rice, but you don't want to eat brown rice, basmati rice is really good too, and the calories are a little bit lower. 39 carb, 5 protein, 3 fat, and that's in 3/4 a cup, so it's probably like 210 for a cup. Last but not least, I picked up some salad. So the salad that I got last week was just way too boring, and honestly I was like, this is disgusting. It still tasted good, but I had to add like a lot to it to make it manageable, and I really like the ones that have the carrots and stuff. So I'd probably benefit from like actually making my own salad, but salads are not really my main go-to because I'm trying to gain weight, and salads take forever to add calories to. Like, I'm not the Cheesecake Factory. I don't make salads like that. So it just makes more sense for me to have it as just like a little snacky meal. So I originally got these because I was gonna make pho, because I do actually have a pressure cooker. I haven't used it yet. It's massive, taking up all this beautiful space down here. But like I said, I was going to make pho, but I don't have anything to make it, so I'm making a weird meal. We're gonna have the rice noodles with some veggie broth, cut up some onion and add that, have some corn, and then add just a little bit of shrimp. I actually need to pick up more shrimp, so I'm gonna see if I can order some off of Amazon. I'm not 100% sure, otherwise I'll go to Kroger again after the gym or something. Gonna add a little bit of soy sauce, if it's needed in the broth. I don't know how salty the broth is, we'll see. And then I always add a little bit of ginger to like everything. So it is 7, I've got my food here, it's just cooling, so I am actually going to do some more work. I know. I have not had a shut off time in the past. I'll usually work the first half of the day, and then I will work like 4 hours at night. That's what I never show you guys because it's boring, and I usually don't vlog after the gym, but I'm gonna start giving myself a shut off time. So this week I really am going to try and honor it, but if there is extra stuff I need to get done, because there's a time crunch, this has to be done by the end of the weekend, I will push it a little bit, but I'm trying to have my shut off time at 8:30. And my reward for every day this week for doing everything I need to do is gonna be to watch Away. Please go watch that show. I'm obsessed with it. I'm on episode 3, so I'm like halfway through the season, so unless it just goes and crashes and burns, I think it's actually pretty good. Good morning. It is 7 a.m. on Thursday. Don't mind the hat. I'm just incapable of getting ready. When I wake up like 15 minutes before I train my clients. So I do the best that I can. But I'm currently waiting for her to sign on. Yesterday I worked all day long from my bed. Like, I literally did not leave my bed except to get food. I didn't even go to the gym. It was crazy. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is actually push this challenge back, because the overlap of me onboarding clients, doing meal plans, and then doing the challenges, it's just not going to be a good time, and I can already tell it's just going to be a little bit too much, and my challenges are like here and my clients are like here. Like, they take priority because they're paying me more, and it's just like a completely different situation. That's a little update. I'm sure I already told you guys at the beginning of the video that I have changed the date, so you're not like looking for it. Hi.
Hey.
So it is now 2:50. We're gonna head to the gym soon. That's why I'm all ready to go. We are squatting today, hopefully. My hips are like a little bit sore, but I always have to tell myself, Lauren, you've not warmed up yet. You've been sitting in your bed all day long. Your hips are gonna be pretty sore. So we're not making any excuses. We're just gonna warm up, see how I feel. I'm not planning to go super heavy anyways, because this is only my second week back and there's just no reason to overdo that. So we have one package I'm very, very excited about. This is a bag. So it's actually from a personal shopper. So I use a lot of personal shoppers on Instagram, and it's just an easy and cheaper way to get some bags I'm looking for. So I have one that's in the UK, and she's been able to get me some cheaper bags, and I'm just like, this is what I'm here for. So I have no issues doing pre-loved. So this is a pre-loved bag, but she said it basically looks brand new, and it was bought this past winter. So it's from Dior. So super excited for that. So she didn't have the receipt for me because the girl didn't keep it, but she did keep the authenticity card, which is all that I really care about. If you're someone who buys designer bags and you ever want to sell them, which should be thought of your words, which should be part of your thought process while you're buying them, save literally everything. Like even save the shopping bag, save the box, because you can sell it for so much more with the more stuff that you save. So, oh my gosh, I kind of want to do this on Instagram too. It does come with the dust bag, and here she is. Oh my goodness, is she not a beauty? So this is probably the smallest bag that I own. It is extremely tiny. It doesn't look as tiny when I'm holding it here, but like, it's a pretty small bag. But the thing is, I don't carry that much stuff. Like, I wouldn't use this if I needed to bring this big camera with me, but honestly, I don't vlog on my camera when I'm out anyways. I switched to my phone. But I loved the matte black texture on it. So the charms are in here. She said a lot of the original stuff, okay, the girl used the bag, so like a lot of the original stuff wasn't there, so she just used what she normally does to repackage products when she's selling them to clients. So I guess it goes like this. I'm not entirely sure. I still haven't taken all of the plastic off, but for the most part, this is what it's looking like. So we've got the full Dior charms here. The handles are so cute. And then the inside, there's actually a flap that you just lift up. And then it's just all black and suede on the inside. And it just says Christian Dior, Paris, made in Italy, I think it says. So it's a super tiny bag. I'm gonna have to be careful with this because the texture of the leather, I feel like this would scratch pretty easily, kind of like the Chanel lambskin. But I guess we'll see how often I wear this, where I wear it. Right now, I have like quite a lot of bags that are more so everyday bags. I gotta figure out where this chain goes. I feel like I put this on the wrong side or something. I don't know. I'll have to watch like somebody's unboxing video. Oh, and then it also comes with the authenticity card, and she's got the tag in this little envelope as well. So I usually keep the card in the bag, in that zipper pocket, because I'm probably never going to use that zipper pocket because it's so small. And then I just keep everything else in the box. I've got quite the setup right now. All right, we just got here. Someone just took my spot. I park like in the same 3 spots every single time. And I always feel so attacked whenever someone takes my parking spot that's not my spot. The reason why I do it is actually because the way that the parking lot is set up, you use the app. So a lot of the lots and stuff in Atlanta use the app to sign in, but we actually get free parking now through our gym, but you have to do it when you get inside. So for whatever reason in my head, it makes sense for me to park in the same couple spots so that hopefully the people who work here get used to seeing my car and then just assume that I've paid, or assume that my like license plate is already in the system. I don't know, logically it makes sense in my head. It was too busy, I'm sorry, but I did 145 for 4 sets of 3. It was actually pretty easy. Only one of my hips was like a tiny bit sore, but nothing too crazy. But I did go ahead and just throw in some random exercises that you guys can try out, because the other day I filmed a bunch of them, and so I just created a little workout for you guys. So if you enjoy them, keep an eye out for the challenge, because they'll be included. But I'm gonna head home now. It's 6. I'm hungry. And yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow. I have to like do client stuff basically for people who are getting their programming on Saturday. Besides that, I'm not sure. Also, dog update. I was looking at apartments because I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna live next. And I was like, oh, let me look at the dog stuff. Because I know like the regular restrictions, but I forgot about the weight restrictions because I'm lucky with my apartment. And some of them are like 30 pounds. 40 pounds. I'm like, that's a really small dog. So I guess during the year that I'm living there, as long as it's not past the weight restriction, it should be fine. But yeah, Atlanta's like really, really strict because it's a high-rise building, so it's just a little bit different of a vibe. So we'll have to see, but we'll find one. There's no rush. So it is 9 a.m. I am currently about to start programming. So I've got 5 programs to make. So I'll be doing this for the next like 5 hours because it takes about an hour per program. And then I'm actually going to record a new onboarding video because I've been using the same one for the past probably 6 months or so. But now that I offer meal plans, I feel like I kind of want to change that. I apologize if you can hear my dishwasher in the background. But while I was doing that, I was just transferring some money off from my Stripe account to my bank account because I have like the instant payout thing now, and I just had 2 people pay. And so I am budgeting for the rest of the month and next month. So essentially the way that I budget is I say, okay, how much money am I definitely going to make? So I have monthly recurring revenue that's the same every single month that I get from my clients because they're in contracts. And then I have about like a range that I make from YouTube every month, and I'll know what that is by the end of the previous month because you get paid for the month before. So I add that to whatever it is, and then if I am launching something, I estimate on the lower end of how much I could make. So like for this month, it's my challenge, and then any like other random things. Like I get money from Get Upside, I get money from supplements, I get money from my guides, I have a couple other like random affiliates, magic links. So I have a lot of like random stuff, and I don't add that to my budget. That's just like extra money that just goes straight into my savings account. Basically, I'm budgeting to see where I'll be by the end of the year, keeping in mind everything that's happening right now. I'm not entirely sure. So I am budgeting on the lower end of everything. But the way that I budget, the categories that I usually have are bills. So that includes my apartment rent, which is $1,300 a month, but that includes my technology package, which is my Wi-Fi, because my apartment complex switched like the deal and now we can get it in and it's really cheap. So I pay like $1,300 for rent, trash, parking, and internet. And then I spend, God, the power bill is honestly so random. Right now it's a little bit on the higher end towards $75-$80, but normally it's like $50 to $60. It really depends. My apartment's not that big. It's like 700 square feet, and I don't keep the air on when I'm not here. I'll just shut it off, and I keep it on the warmer side anyways because I just dress like I'm outside. Like I'm cold right now because when I go to bed I have it set to about 69 degrees. So it really just depends on the season. So I just have that budgeted out to be $100 a month just in case. Then I'll budget for gas, all that money that I saved on gas. Not that there was really anywhere to go, but I didn't use my car for 5 months. So that was a lot of money that I was able to save up during that time. But now my car is like $25 to $30 for a full tank. So I have that budgeted to be filled up every 2 weeks. And then I have like random expenses. So I combine eating out, like Postmates, because I don't really eat out. I usually just Postmates and my groceries together. So on average, you guys see I barely spend any money on groceries. So I have $50 a week for groceries and then like $40 a week for Postmates. I don't Postmates that much because everything has to be gluten-free and most places don't have gluten-free, or I don't trust them making it gluten-free without me being there telling them it needs to be. So my Postmates has definitely slowed down a lot, and now that I have my car, there's really no reason for me to be doing that. So that's how I budget for groceries, and then I have spending money. So I give myself an allotted an allotted amount to spend every single month. I'm not going to share what that is. Everyone's going to have a different amount depending on your income, but no matter how much money you're making, you can make a budget. I used to think, well, I'm not making enough money to make a budget. If I was making like $1,000 a month or something, you can still budget that because you want to be saving money every single month. If you're not able to save any of the money that you're making, then that's something that you should think about. You shouldn't be spending money on stuff that you don't necessarily need because you should be able to save that amount of money. So obviously everyone's circumstances are different, and it's very different right now with everything that's happening. But in general, in a world where, people are unemployed, that's kind of the rule for budgeting that I personally use for myself. And I don't pay money to get my hair done. I do my own hair. I don't pay money to get my nails done. Have you guys ever seen nail polish on my nails? Probably not. I've not gotten my nails professionally done since I think my high school senior prom. So that's just not something that I put my money into because I just see no point. I also have really pretty fingers. So I've never really needed to. Same with my toes. I'm not going to show you my feet. But that's something that I don't see the value in spending money on. And some people do. So they work that into their budget. But make sure you're working things that you want into your budget, and then you'll start to see what you can sacrifice if you are trying to be more frugal. I personally think I'm frugal. I will spend large amounts of money on things, but in general, besides like big purchases that I make, I'm frugal on a day-to-day basis, and I do that because I have expensive taste in stuff. Not clothes. We love Walmart. We love Forever 21. Those are my places. But like Lululemon leggings, although I get like a little discount, that's a lot of money for a pair of pants. There's a lot of stuff that I can personally write off as a personal trainer. I can write off all of my workout clothes. I'm able to write off my phone bill, my phone, if I buy any new camera equipment. So I write off as much as I possibly can because the government comes for my money hard. So I have to save about 30% of every single thing that I make. They take a very large chunk of my income. So I try and spend as much money as I possibly can during the year because I'm able to write off so much stuff on taxes. So if you are someone who is self-employed, keep that in mind. Talk to your accountant or talk to one of the accounting, like cheaper firms about what you can write off because it's way more than you think it could be. So it is now 11 a.m. the next day. I'm about to train one of my clients, but quick rundown of what has happened since yesterday. I went to the gym. I was there for like 30 minutes and benched and left. I was just not having a good time. I need to switch my gym time for personal reasons because being there is very triggering, and apparently I don't have a lot of self-control. So right after that, I went and I got wine. Long story short, poured the wine down the drain, still sober, doing well. Wouldn't have helped me, actually would have been detrimental because I am sending stuff to new clients today. I have a client that I'm training today, and I have a bunch of other stuff to do. So glad I was able to pull it together. I had a friend call me, and that really helped. I think I want to start getting some jewelry. I bought some jewelry off of Amazon. I asked you guys a while ago on Instagram for some jewelry brands, and the number one that I got recommended for Amazon was a company called Un Momento. Why is it not letting me see my orders? All right, while we look for that, the other one was Mejuri, M-E-J-U-R-I. They're on Instagram. Their stuff is really nice. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's like good quality jewelry. And then the cheaper one on Amazon is called Pavoy. So I got myself a tennis bracelet and 2 rings. So I think I am going to treat myself to something for my birthday that will be pretty pricey. So I might not end up getting a bag for my birthday. I plan on selling a couple that I'm just not using at all, to be honest, because they're just sitting there and I'm like, this is just a waste. And the longer I have it, the more likely it is to go down in value. I just received an email from one of the dog places that I applied for. I'm gonna have to see if I can look up to see which dog it was that I applied for, because as horrible as it sounds, I don't remember because there's so many of them. But she called me while I was training my client, so I told her I would call her back. So I'm gonna call back in 15 minutes at 12. I threw on a top. I've had this top since I started working out. This was part of my workout haul. If I can find it, I'll put a card on the screen, go check it out, and you guys can see me haul my first ever workout clothes when I first started going to the gym. But this is from Forever 21, so they don't make it anymore because I've had it for like 5 years. But we are going to be having my Tropsicle. So I did already have a cup of coffee, so this is going to be the equivalent of like 3 cups of coffee now, because this has 200 milligrams of caffeine. But I want to start drinking it now because the second I get off of this call, I'm going to head to the gym. The dog is named Lucy Lou. She's so cute. She's at a foster's home right now, and it looks like they have a fenced-in yard, so I'm hoping that she won't need one. Like, I have the dog parks, but you know, as a puppy, that's not really a thing. So I haven't been wearing these outside of the house, and they've still somehow gotten dirty. I'm so confused. So I think I'm gonna have to pick up a magic eraser or something that I can use. It's actually gonna bother me, which is so stupid because I bought white shoes. I think I've worn them out of the house once, and it was to walk from the gym to my car, so never again. So I'm just gonna put on some random sneakers and carry them in with me, especially since I think it's about to start raining. I don't really feel like dealing with that. So we've got my water mixed with my salt. I need to add creatine to that. Actually, I don't, because does Alani New have it in it? No, I'm thinking of the latter stuff. So I'm gonna add 1 scoop of the Optimum Nutrition creatine. So I guess we can chat about the phone call. So the lady was so sweet. So the way that the adoptions work with this rescue is that everything goes through the fosters. So essentially they don't have like an actual place where the dogs go. They just immediately go into foster care, which is smart because it's so much cheaper. But that foster is going to contact me. So I have been approved for any dogs, which is all that I care about. So the one that I was looking at, she has a hip abnormality, which basically means she might need surgery in the future, but they're not sure and they won't know until she's 1 and she's 4 months old. I don't like getting my legs wet, so I wear leggings. I am about to film my welcome video for my clients. So all their programming and everything is ready to go. I'm so excited. So I just need to film this video, edit it, and then I can attach it to their sheets so they have a nice updated one so they know exactly what to expect. It's just easier than me typing out like this long email that no one wants to read. So I thought I would go ahead and do this. I was gonna do it yesterday, but this week has just been so crazy with things not going exactly to plan. But I'm still getting everything done, so that's all that really matters. Every time I want to talk to my family about dogs and see Bella, she's not gonna answer. My jewelry just got here, so I'm gonna haul that in next week's vlog. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram to stay up to date with what I'm doing during the week while you're waiting for a vlog. And I will see you guys next Sunday or Monday.